Let's do a Dragon Knight guide. Right now I'm a level 42, but I've been doing my research. Oh my gosh, this dude in the area, chat. Alright, good. He's not talking. As long as he don't talk, I can get through this. Alright. I've done my research on YouTube. I've been looking at a lot of Dragon Knight videos that PC players are doing, that have been doing in the last couple of months. And I got their loadout. Let's see. And also, you're probably going to want to come here to Stormhaven and Wayrest to respect when you want to change. So you go to Wayrest, here it is on the map. Let me zoom out. It's going to be right here. You're probably going to get here by the time you're level 15 anyways. And you're going to go to the church, the chapel, where the shrine of Akatosh, Mara, and Standard. And all you do is you just click on these. Here you got your skills, your morphs. Over here it's your character attributes. Alright, now to the loadout. I'm going to be in skills here. And let's see, for my first move, Burning Embers. Damage over time and heals. Does a quick burst damage and then damage over time right there. Gonna want that. Great for any Dragon Knight. Here we got Shield Assault and the one hand and one shield. Now I'm using one hand and one shield in both my bars. And this move is awesome because, well, I lunge at them, hit them, puts a shield over me, does damage to them, and then after that I can hit them with Flame Lash. And with Flame Lash, what it's gonna do, does burst damage, 1730. And then if the target is stunned, which is what this move does, Shield Assault, guess what? When you hit them while they're stunned, there's going to be a little icon that's going to change. It's going to look like a little angry man, a face, over your Flame Lash icon. And when you hit them, you're going to get 1680 heal, which is going to be awesome. Now, you can also do this move after Burning Talons. Burning Talons is going to hit them with a quick burst damage again. And that's going to be physical damage. Then your enemies are going to burn with flame damage over time. And also, while they're held, if teammate comes up and does the impale move on them, they're going to do magic damage to them. So that's 3 different sources of damage happening to them all simultaneously, which is awesome. And then the last move in this bar, you're going to have Reflected Plate. I'm at rank 2. The other morph to Reflected Plate is going to do 20% more damage when they shoot the stuff at you, and then like arrows, magic, anything with a range to it, and it's gonna throw it right back at them. But I picked the reflective one, which I get spell resistance. Now this move is gonna obviously get better for me as I don't have it up all the way quite yet, but same for some of these other moves. As you can see with Flame Lash, Shield Assault, Burning Embers, but yeah. It's awesome. And then as for your ultimate move, I'm using Ferocious Leap. Reason why? It's low cost. You can even use Take Flight, your choice. It's low cost. Take Flight, cost a little bit less ultimate. But basically, I use this because, well, in the right in Earth and Heart, we got Battle Roar passive ability, your most important passive ability of them all. 70% now, and I believe each, the Templar, the Sorcery, and the Nightblade, they all got something similar to Battle Roar, but for Dragon Knights, we got Battle Roar. And when we use an ultimate move, we get 70% of pretty much everything back. Our health, our stamina, and our magic. So you're going to want that. And I chose the Ferocious Leap because, well, it puts a shield on me right after I do it. And it's really a move that I just use more so for surviving and stunning, as you can see in my previous YouTube videos. Now, this particular bar right here, most of the Dragon Knights surprisingly use it. This is where I got it from. I got it from other YouTube videos. I'm going to put those YouTube videos, the links below, so they can further explain, because those guys are in the end game content, and you guys might be ahead of me. I'm on level 42. You guys might be ahead of me in the end game content, so I'll send you somewhere where you can get more information on what you can do furthermore to your Dragon Knight that I can't give to you right now at this moment. The only thing I can give to you is that you're going to want the Vampire class, and there's a couple moves in Vampire class that you're going to want. You're going to want the ultimate move in Vampire class, which it's also a low cost ability. You might replace it with Ferocious Leap with that. And there's another move called Elusive Mist. to give your Dragon Knight a little bit of agility. Move around. I think it's like an evasion type of move, kind of like how the Night Blades can teleport, and I know sorcery has something, but a lot of the Templars and the Dragon Knights use that in this game, especially in the end game content in PvP and PvE. And then there's and there's one more move. Yeah, I'll explain that in my second bar. All right, weapon swap. Here we go. The second bar, you're gonna want, all Dragon Knights have this Igneous Shield. Obviously, it's a tank type of ability, but it's gonna save your life. And not only that, you're gonna get your ultimate back because the passive abilities. Now, for your Dragon Knight's passive abilities, you want all the passive abilities in all three things. Take all of them because they're all gonna help, especially with Earth and Heart. You got for this Igneous Shield. Earth and Heart is an Earth and Heart ability, restores 2% of your stamina every time you use it, and I'm gonna obviously put that up more, so it'll probably end up being 4% or something like that. And then Mountain's Blessing, gain an additional ultimate, and you can do this every 6 seconds. And it also grants minor brutality to all allies within 30 meters, increasing weapon damage by 5% for 20 seconds. So this is also gonna help everybody else do more damage around you, which is gonna be awesome, which is gonna be great when you're in a group as well. So you get all these abilities. You guys can go ahead and read them. I'm gonna try and be quick and to the point with this video. All right. As for my second move here, I have Hardened Armor. You can change this if you want to. A move called Entropy in the Mages. Yeah, it's a mage move, and basically what that's gonna do is it'll heal you. Heal an additional about 500 every 6 seconds. And it increases your spell damage. Awesome move. Or you can replace it with, let's see, you can replace it with, I believe Inhale. Yeah, you can replace it with this if you want. I might actually replace it with that, but yeah. Hardened Armor is still great. It's still great. I'm still choosing. This second bar is very flexible. It's very customizable. Like the 3 moves I have in the middle, those are the moves I'm sort of experimenting right now. The only moves I can tell you for sure that you will have in this bar is Igneous Shield and the Coagulating Blood. The reason for Coagulating Blood is you see me in my videos use the green blood. Well, Coagulating Blood I believe is a little bit more better. The man on the YouTube told me so, gave me a legitimate reason why, and I used it, and yeah, I agree. Cause whatchamacallit, over the green blood. Cause whatchamacallit, with green blood, you see me, I spam that maybe 3 or 4 or 5 times when I'm about to die. This move you're probably only gonna have to do twice, because when you do it a second time after doing it the first time, your percentages are increased for healing, recovery, health recovery, and all that. So you'll be able to get a bigger heal the second time instead of the same heal you got the first time. So that'll be quick, instant, keep you in the fight for PvP and PvE. It's gonna be awesome. And then my ultimate, they say this is one of the best ultimate moves in the game, period. Standard of Might. You do 731 flame damage each second. I got this move up for 17 seconds, so yeah, each second, oh man. Yep, it's gonna destroy and it's gonna kill. And it reduces the person's healing by 30%, so they won't even be able to heal themselves too great. Increases my damage. It's gonna increase your damage, the Dragon Knight's damage, and it's gonna reduce the damage dealt to you, so it keeps you alive. Plus, you got Battle Roar, so you get 70% of everything back, so you'll be able to spam all your attacks, even. And not only that, you know, your damage is increased. You're gonna be hitting harder while this move is doing damage over time, and it's an AoE, all that. The only, con about this move is that it costs a lot of ultimate moves. So when you go in a fight, this is probably gonna be the very first move you're gonna do. And then after that, you're gonna stick to either Ferocious Leap or that Vampire ultimate move that I mentioned earlier. Now, as for my moves in the middle there, Ransack and it's in one hand and shield. Now, Ransack, you can either use this Ransack move, which basically when it taunts them. It's a very tanky move. Taunts, especially for PvE, also works great for PvP because taunts for 15 seconds. It deals a good 1465 damage. Reduces armor by 3,360. Now you could do all these moves while you have your shield up and you're guarding, and that move is one of the moves you're going to be wanting to hit, because you'll be reducing the armor, and you hit him again a second time, you're going to be doing more damage to that guy. And it only costs 921 stamina. As you can see, I'm a level 42. I had, my stamina wasn't at 9,000, so yeah, it's going to be awesome. You gain your minor resolve, increasing your armor by 630 for 12 seconds, and that's going to help you to stay alive and in the fight. Now, the other move if you don't want to use this move, you can replace it even with low slash, which you will turn into heroic slash. And what heroic slash does is it gets your ultimate back up. The more you can use your ultimate, the more you're going to dominate any game, period. And not only that, it decreases their speed by 12 seconds. It does eat a little bit more damage than Ransack does, 1572. Also afflicts enemy with minor maim, reducing their damage by 15 per second. So, hey, you can use it probably to protect you too, right there. Because they're doing less damage to you. So in a way, it works a little bit like a shield. The way I like to fight with the Dragon Knight is attacking and defending at the same time simultaneously. And alright, and if you don't want to use that reflective plate, defensive posture would be the other move you would use. But defensive posture only works on one thing. Now, in the end game content, this move works with like one of the end game armors very well for some reason. So I'm putting that link down in the video so you guys can see those videos and where I'm getting all this information from. They're quick and to the point. I'm trying to be quick and to the point myself here because there's a lot of stuff to explain. And obviously you want to get all the passive abilities up in here because you're using one-handed shield. And I'm using one-handed shield for both bars. You don't have to use that. Some Dragon Knights use the staffs. You can use pretty much any weapon you want. And the weapon abilities, I'm pretty sure, every weapon ability has some type of lunge move, and they have, and they all have some good moves. So you could choose that for yourself. That's why this is, very, very flexible bar right here. The second bar is very flexible for you. And then I have a movable here. This will be changed to Bone Shield, which is in the Undaunted, but I got to get Undaunted all the way up to 4, which is taking forever. And what Bone Shield is going to do, it costs a little bit less stamina than a movable. A movable costs me like, I want to say 2,900 stamina. Bone Shield costs less. It absorbs physical damage equivalent to 30% of your max health. And it also, allies can activate Bone Wall Synergy, absorbing damage to allies equal to 60% of their max health. The wall lasts 10 seconds and affects up to 4 nearby allies. Awesome. This is, especially since it's stamina based. The moment you run out of magic, your health low, everybody's health low, you pop this, save the day. Because it also works great, especially when your ultimate move ain't even ready yet. So this move will help you to save the day right there. Awesome. You can go back and forth between after Igneous Shield is up, maybe pop this up. After this is up, pop Igneous Shield back up. You can go back and forth, whatnot. Pretty cool. And then they got the passive abilities down here. I gotta read them later. I don't want to explain that right now. A little short on time. I want to keep you guys. I want to send you guys back to the game as soon as possible. All right, and then obviously I'm a red guard. My class helps me to get for any of your classes, whatever you guys have. If you don't know where to put your skill points, put them in your class abilities right here. For the red guard, it's stamina. A lot of Dark Knights like to be elves, high elves, or dark elves because they're a little bit more magic based, I guess, and whatnot. But you can do this with any class. But for your own race, class, or whatever, you want to spec into these passive abilities. Passive abilities are just very important. Now, I'm wearing heavy armor. Some Dragon Knights wear light armor and are very, very great with their build. Some with medium armor. So don't worry about the armor. What you want to have is primarily the most important thing about this video, if you're going to take from this video, is this first bar right here. All these moves right here. The only move that you can switch if you want is the ultimate move. Especially if you're a vampire, use the ultimate vampire. But this is still great. Your choice, your preference. And anyways, I think that's all I had to say. Oh yeah, one more thing for character. As I've seen in the videos, the way they're built, I'm going to be respecting this, but And most Dragon Knights, they would have their magic up. Like I seen this dude, he had 30,000 magic. He was like veteran rank 14, 30,000 magic. He had about 20,000. Those things you can always change armor enchantments if you want. If you want to just see whatever, the way I would do it is whatever you run out the most, the quickest, spec into that. If you run out of health, mostly the quickest, then spec into health. If you run out of magic a little too fast and you're left with health and stamina, maybe spec a little more into magic. And if you just keep running out of stamina, but you have magic and health, maybe spec a little bit more into your stamina. I think that's the best way to really spec in your attributes. But that's what the numbers are for most of the Dragon Knights in ESO on the PC. So, but I wanted to bring something to the console here, the console version of this game. But anyhow, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, do whatever. Share this video with your friends on the Dragon Knight. Hopefully, once I get this dude to veteran rank, I'll try the other classes, and I'll try to get information on the other classes, and maybe send you guys some videos on those other classes your way. I'm also gonna be doing videos of PlanetSide 2 and any other new games that come out. I'm taking a break from DC Universe Online because the PvP, well, is very, very broken. It's DP. Everybody wants to be a DPS, obviously, and whatnot. But I'll get back into that game when they come out with a good update, and an update can change anything for any game, honestly, you know. So you never know. If there's an update, if there's a good update, maybe in July, I might show my face in that game. I don't know. But anyhow, thank you guys for watching.